Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea and today I have I think this is my second update for King of Horror. This is a Fantastic Ladies group collab. It was created by Stephanie. She is foo_pans over on Instagram. This is round 2 and as you may have surmised, this is a project all about the works of Stephen King. This year, Stephanie added a few more prompts. She added the Richard Bachman novels, which that is his pseudonym, and she also added some of the novellas as well. So there's 53 prompts, and I've got a few to roll out and a few to roll in. So let's get going. First, I was working on the Dead Zone, an item you had a feeling and were right about. For that, I rolled in this itty bitty Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Primer. I got this at the CCO. And I was just like, it's bougie and I'm never going to buy anything from Tom Ford. So might as well like try something. I thought that it was not going to be super great, anything special. And I was correct. It is a standard, like kind of, it's not super mattifying, but I mean, it's not like a glowy primer either. And I used it, I got 9 uses out of this little bottle. And I think Jen from Project Beauty, oh my gosh, was talking about this in one of her recent videos. The spatula thing that's in here is no bueno. I did not like that, but whatever. 9 uses and that is done. Next, I was working on Fire Starter, an item that's on fire right now. Very popular or sold out. At the time, Hourglass had just released their holiday ambient lighting palettes. And this is from, this is 2 years ago. I have like 3 Hourglass palettes. I don't need any more. So I brought this in because those are always so popular when they come out. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Universe. So this is what this one looks like. And I had a goal to use each of the shades 3 times. So there's the one finishing powder, 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlighter. And I did use all 5 of them 3 times each. So this is rolling out. This is very nice. I will probably never get through it in my entire life, but it's very pretty. Next, an item that is not rolling out quite yet for Needful Things, an item you thought you needed but really don't. I have a bunch of these ColourPop blush sticks. I don't know. I thought I needed them when they launched, probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and I barely use them. This is in the color Aviary. I mean, it's very pretty. It's just like, I prefer blush, like cream blush in a pot or a compact as opposed to a stick. So I just don't use them. Here's the color. I have a 5-use goal on it. I've used it 3 times. So 2 more uses on that and then it will roll out. Number 31 is Bag of Bones, item that is a curse in some way. I have no idea why I picked this product for this prompt, but I have my Frank Body Charcoal Face Cleanser. I really don't know how I related it to being a curse, but I did somehow, so there's that. I want to finish it. I'm not keeping track of uses. I just have it marked on the bottle, so that's where it was. I believe I brought it in last update, so that's where it started, and I'm down to here, and it should be finished by next update, whenever that ends up being, because obviously I'm not sticking to a consistent schedule with anything. So. Then for Mr. Mercedes, item a rich lady would have, expensive. I went with my most expensive palette, my Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I have this in for No Pan Left Behind. I've currently used a little more than half of the shades in here. I haven't been wearing makeup a ton lately because I've been so busy with work. I just don't have time. So I haven't gotten many uses on it. The other problem, and I do like this palette, but the other problem is there are really only, well, I don't know if this is a matte. I think this is a matte. It's one of the cream shades. So there's 1, 2, 3. See, some of these mattes are the cream to powders, so they don't quite look like mattes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, maybe there's more mattes than I realize because a lot of them are the cream to powder, but I feel like, so there's some of the mattes. I feel like there's not enough mattes for the amount of shimmers, and a lot of the shimmers are very similar. So I hate to say it, like, I like this palette. It's a little bit, I wish I had just kept my dupe palette instead from Alter Ego, because as nice as this is, it's just there's so many shades that are so similar to each other in here that it makes it kind of hard to use a lot of shades in one look. For me, anyway. But, anyway. So that is that. I now have eyeshadow all over my fingers. I am a little bit a ways from hitting my No Pan Left Behind goal on that. So, it is what it is. Then for Gwendy's button box, a gift or item you wished for. This was a gift from Jaylon. She got this at TJ Maxx. This is the Benefit Rockateur blush. There it is. It's very pretty. I'll do a swatch because why not? There it is right there. I had a 5-use goal on this and I used it 5 times, so it's rolling out. Then finally the last item I was working on for Sleeping Beauties, an item used at bedtime. Well, technically this is a daytime moisturizer. I used it at night because it wouldn't have been hydrating. It wouldn't have been enough for me for the daytime. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel with hyaluronic acid. It's empty. I didn't keep track of uses because it's just a moisturizer. I wasn't going to bother, but that is empty. So I was working on 7 products because I think I had 1 use left on Benefit Rockateur, and I was like, I'll just roll something in for that. So even though I have hit goal on 4 prompts, I'm only bringing 3 in because I like to just I like to try to keep it at 6 for this project so I don't get too overwhelmed. So first prompt that I rolled in was the Running Man, an item you hunted all over to find. And I didn't hunt all over to find this specific item, but this brand. For a while there, everybody was finding Pat McGrath stuff at TJ Maxx. So I kept going and going looking for stuff. And I saw a lot of holiday palettes from last year. I already had that. And then there was one time I went and I found a blush. So I'm like, I'm going to grab it. So this is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Divine Blush in the shade Nude Venus 2. So here's what it looks like. And I'll start the swatching on my other hand. Actually, this is very similar to Rockateur. It's a little bit deeper, and Rockateur has that little sheen, but they're very similar. So there's that. But I'm going to give myself a 5-use goal for this one. Then for Sell, an item from a category taking over your collection. Eyeshadows. Hello. Although I've been really good and I've barely bought any eyeshadow palettes this year. And I don't think I've bought... Wait, that might be a lie. I might have bought some singles. But not very many. When you look at my spending from the last few years versus this year, it went way down. For makeup at least. Not for other things, but for makeup. Anyway, I still have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. And this is one that came into my collection this year. This was a gift from Jen from Project Beauty. She gave this to me as an early Christmas present. This is the Menagerie Flight Club palette. I just hemmed and hawed over this for such a long time. Because while it's pretty, I don't know, there was just something, but Deb and Danny and Jaylon, I don't know if Valerie has this. Everybody who owns this raves about it and loves it. So I'm like, okay, well, I've got to see what this is all about. So Jen kindly gifted this to me for this upcoming Christmas, even though I got it already. So I'll just do, because, look at that middle one. That's beautiful. I'm just doing the shimmery metallic-y shades. I'm not gonna swatch the mattes because while they are pretty, they're mattes. And really, everybody wants to see the shiny metallic-y goodness. So those are all the shimmer shades in this palette. I have used it a couple of times already, like when I first got it, but I haven't touched it since, so I want to remedy that. I'm bringing this in for No Pan Left Behind. And then the last item I'm rolling in is for Fairy Tale, an item that became a hero when you needed it. Well, I needed a night cream, and I decided to try this one out because I like the day cream, the corresponding day cream so much, and I really like it, and I needed it, especially as we're getting into drier weather. This is really nice for nighttime. So this is the number 7 Lift Illuminate Triple Action Fragrance Free Night Cream. They have like the longest names on their products. But here it is. I have already started using it, but like there's still quite a bit left, and my goal is going to be to finish it. So this will be in for a while because I don't need to use a ton of it when I do use it at night. So I'm just going to finish that up so it'll be in here for a while, but that's okay. Hopefully I will have at least 1 or 2 goals met for next update, whenever that may be. But for now, that is it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.